The Hitachi M12V. It's been a workhorse in my shop for many, many years, but it's been replaced. Let me show you what just replaced it. So what's the router that has replaced my old reliable M12V? Hitachi's new M12VE, slated for release in the spring of 2010. There's one in Canada, and I've got it, and I want to show it to you. Like I said, new for 2010, the M12VE is a lot different than its predecessor and a lot closer to the original M12V. So if you were a big fan of the original M12V, you're absolutely going to love this. Let's open it up and take a good look at it. Well, here it is, the M12VE. New styling, looks good. We've got our instructions. We've got our single wrench, 1/4 inch collet, template bushing. We've also got an adapter for the base of the router that takes Porter cable style guide bushings. Real handy to have. And our fence. Now let's take a real close look at it. Changing bits on the new M12VE couldn't be easier. It has a nice locking spindle lock that engages well, and it truly is a one wrench process. When working with a router freehand, hand position is extremely important. Hitachi allows these handles to be moved in 3 different positions, and it's very easy to do. By taking a Phillips screwdriver, inserting it into the hole in the handle, and backing off the screw, you now have the ability to adjust the handles in 3 positions. Personally, I like it right about there. One of the nice features about the new Hitachi M12VE is its ability to plunge and return. It plunges extremely smoothly. It's firm, but not too hard to plunge. Another nice thing about this router is its locking system. Its locking system, when it's plunged down, is easily locked in place just with the flick of a finger. Now that's ideal. I can operate this router with my hands on the handle and operate its locking system very easily. One of the other features that I've always liked about Hitachi is, believe it or not, their on and off switch. Their on and off switch is located right here, and it's easy access to get to, and it's a very positive switch. It's not a rocker switch that you can inadvertently turn on. It's a positive click to get it on. Positive on, positive off. You can't beat that. Plunging to a particular depth is easy with the adjustable depth stop. It has 3 positions, then 2 are adjustable, and they're controlled by this pin and a single screw. Simple, easy to use, and very effective. Hitachi includes in the kit a template guide, or as some people call them, template bushings. And that gets attached here on the base of the router with these 2 wings, or ears as some people like to call them, with 2 fine metric screws. However, they also include a template guide adapter, which is perfectly suited for Porter cable style bushings. Now, just a matter of screwing your bushing in, tightening it up, and installing the 2 screws that come along with it. And that's all it takes to install a Porter cable style guide bushing. One of the things that is completely obvious to anyone who's looking at the difference between the old Hitachi M12 and the new one is the base. They are the same. There's a few minor casting changes, but no big deal. They're virtually the same. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. That, as far as I'm concerned, is a good thing. I've always liked this flat edge in the front that you can use to run the router along a guide fence. Very handy. One of the things that I knew immediately was different was this. I didn't get an adjustment knob. A fine adjustment knob didn't come with this. Now, let's give Hitachi the benefit of the doubt. This router is new. This is the only one in Canada. It's still not coming off the assembly line. So there's a possibility that a knob will be included. We'll have to wait and see what happens. One of the things that I do notice right away is take a look at where the knob is positioned in the old one and the cord. These things here get in the way of each other all the time. With the new one, that's not the case. It's those little simple things that manufacturers do that really make me notice things. The same thing with the speed adjustment. The speed adjustment is up here, easy to get to, whether it's above the table or below, as opposed to the old one, which is kind of buried in the motor housing. So that's not such a big deal. I don't really worry too much about things like that. Hitachi has also numbered their speed dial. Their numbers correspond to their speeds between 8,000 and 22,000 RPMs. It would have been nice if it was rated as in RPMs, but again, you know, it's all depending on what you can get used to. I never had a problem with the old one. Not going to have a problem with the new one. The M12VE is a nice tight package. It's well balanced, it's easy to handle, and it's powerful. 3¼ horse, 15 amp, and speeds that range between 8,000 and 22,000 RPM. It's got a nice soft start on it. There's no kick to it. It truly is a pleasure to use. But you know, all of the statistics don't amount to a hill of beans until you fire it up. So let's do that. Hitachi's new M12VE. Its versatility, its power, ease of use, it's well balanced. All of the things that make a good router, it has it. Now you know why it just became my favorite router. I'm Gord Graff. Thanks for watching.